If you wish to improve your IELTS speaking score, in this video, you will enjoy a deep dive into the aspects of the speaking test to help you excel. Today's focus is on speaking part 1 and key expressions to use for one of the most common topics, talking about your family. Whether you're a seasoned English speaker or just starting out, improving your speaking skills will help you feel confident, prepared, and ready to impress the examiner right from the start. So let's get into it and turn those good answers into great ones. Like and subscribe so you are notified about the videos for part 2 and part 3 of IELTS Speaking. The IELTS speaking test, which applies to both general and academic tests, is 11 to 14 minutes long, plenty of time to give impressive answers. Part 1 lasts 4 to 5 minutes. It involves introductions and general questions about topics you are familiar with. Today, we will review only one topic. For each topic, you should practice your answers to about 3 or 4 questions.
Here are some tips for the test. Do not extend your hand to the examiner first. Do not try to shake the examiner's hand or touch the examiner. Do not chew gum. For fresh breath, brush your teeth and use mouthwash before the test. If the examiner extends his or her hand to shake your hand, then you should do the same. Give a direct answer to questions. The examiner starts the test with an introduction. Hello, my name is John Brown. Can I have your full name, please? You may respond in 2 ways. Contractions are allowed. For example, you may say, my name's Susan Elizabeth Smith, or my name is Susan Elizabeth Smith. The examiner may say, can you show me your identification, please? Your answer should be, here it is, or sure, or certainly. Next, the examiner asks, now, do you have a preferred name? You should give a simple direct answer, for example, please call me Tom, or my preferred name is Tom. The examiner asks questions specifically about you and your family in the beginning, and later on, the examiner will ask more general questions, referring to your country or culture. The examiner asks, I'd now like to ask you some questions about yourself. Tell me about your family. Note that your statements are evaluated based on the band descriptors, available at the website IELTS.org. The band descriptor categories are coherence, or the smooth flow of ideas, lexical resource based on your vocabulary accuracy and variety. To learn more, you may research online lexical resource, grammatical range, and accuracy. For example, you should generally respond using the verb tense of the question. Pronunciation, how easy it is for the examiner to understand your spoken words. The answers you see have been colored to identify some features from the band descriptors that are in the answers. Some sample answers are, I have a large nuclear family. There are 6 of us. I have 5 brothers, and I am the firstborn. Our family is quite extended. Altogether, there are 7 members. I have 3 sisters and no brothers, and I'm the oldest sibling. I'm part of a small nuclear family of 4. I have 1 younger sister, and I am the eldest. I'm from an extended family that's pretty big. We are 9 people in all. I have 4 sisters and 2 brothers, and I am right in the middle, the 4th child. I belong to a large extended family. In total, we are 8 members. I have 2 sisters and 3 brothers, and I am the second oldest. Additionally, my grandparents are an integral part of our extended family. Here is some vocabulary you can use to upgrade your answers. Immediate family refers to one's closest family unit, typically parents and siblings. Extended family. This includes relatives beyond the immediate family, such as grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Siblings, brothers and sisters. Only child, someone with no siblings. Elder or older. Used to describe the firstborn or those born before the other children. Younger. Refers to siblings born after the speaker. Close-knit. Describes a family with strong ties to each other. Family members. A general term for people who are part of the family. Now it's your turn. Can you fill in the gaps in this sentence? Stop the video and think about this. You can type your answers in the comments below. For the question, what does your father do? Here are some sample answers. My father is a doctor. He works at the tertiary hospital in Dubai and has been doing so for 5 years. My father is an architect. He designs buildings for a well-known firm in Sao Paulo and has been with them for over a decade. My dad's a chef. He runs the kitchen at a 5-star restaurant in New York, and he's been perfecting his craft there for the last 3 years. My father is a teacher. He educates young minds at a local high school in Toronto and has dedicated 20 years to teaching. My father works in technology. He's a software developer at a startup in Bangalore and has been part of their team since its inception 2 years ago. Here is vocabulary which is useful to know to develop your answers for this question. For profession, engineer, businessman, accountant, technician, farmer. For place of work, at a company, on the farm, at a hospital, in an office, at a university. For duration of work, years, decade, recently, long term. Stop the video and provide your answer. Filling in these sentences with gaps or blank spaces can get you started. Here are some possible answers. My father is a teacher. He works at the local primary school in our city and has been doing so for the past 15 years. My father is an architect. He designs buildings for a well-known firm in Sao Paulo and has been with them for over a decade. Question: how much time do you spend with your family? Some sample answers are, I spend every weekend with my family. We like to have meals together and catch up on the week's events. If, perhaps, I am not able to see them because of an unforeseen circumstance, I text them to let them know I am doing well. Not as much as I'd like, unfortunately. With work and studies, it's usually just a couple of hours in the evenings. However, we spend most holidays together. Every day, actually. We make it a point to at least have dinner together, so that's about an hour each day. Occasionally, I travel for business, so on those occasions, I check in with them by phone around dinner time. Do you know this vocabulary for time spent with family and friends? Let's review them. Quality time meaning valuable or meaningful time spent with loved ones. Bonding, meaning developing a close connection with family members. Gatherings, meaning occasions when family members come together. Get-togethers, which are informal meetings or social occasions with family. Family meals, times when the family eats together, often seen as an opportunity for communication and sharing. Reunions are events where extended family members congregate after a period apart. Visits are instances of spending time at a family member's house or place. Activities are those specific actions or events done with family members, like outings or games. Now you can stop the video and try to fill in the blank spaces with the listed words. Did you answer all of them correctly? Take a moment to stop the video and review the answers. Now, how much time do you spend with your family? Stop the video and provide your answer. You can also write your answers below in the comments and read the comments from other viewers. This question is less personal and relates more to people generally, the people in your country. Question: are people in your country close to their family? Your answers should now change to include references outside of your family. You should refer to habits of the people in your country or the people who share your culture. Let's look at how these answers are developed. Yes, in my country, family ties are very strong. Most people live near their extended families. As a result, we often have family gatherings on weekends. Definitely. Being close to family is a big part of our culture. Many adults even live with their parents until they marry. Family support is considered essential throughout life. Generally, yes. In my country, it's common to see multiple generations living under one roof. Therefore, we value family meals and traditions a lot. Absolutely, families in my country tend to be very close-knit. Parents usually play a big role in their children's education and career choices. Consequently, it's normal for family members to consult each other on important decisions. Some helpful vocabulary here is family-oriented, which describes a culture where family values and relationships are prioritized. Close-knit, used to describe families or communities where members have strong bonds and are supportive of each other. Cultural tradition are practices or customs passed down through generations, often involving family participation. Family values. These are the beliefs or moral principles that are held in high regard within a family or culture. Multi-generational households. These are homes where more than 2 generations live together, common in many cultures, emphasizing family closeness. Community ties are relationships within the wider community, often extending from family relationships. Some helpful vocabulary here is family-oriented, which describes a culture where family values and relationships are prioritized. Close-knit, used to describe families or communities where members have strong bonds and are supportive of each other. Cultural tradition are practices or customs passed down through generations, often involving family participation. Family values. These are the beliefs or moral principles that are held in high regard within a family or culture. Multi-generational households. These are homes where more than 2 generations live together, common in many cultures, emphasizing family closeness. Community ties are relationships within the wider community, often extending from family relationships. Now, stop the video and provide your answer to the question. Are people in your country close to their family? Write your answers in the comments below for more practice. The next question asks you about your preferences. Take a moment to notice the accurate grammar points colored green, such as the verb enjoy, followed by a verb ending in ing, known as a gerund. Here are some sample answers. Sometimes I socialize with my friends, and at other times, I prefer staying at home with my family members. I try to maintain a balance in terms of spending time with my friends and with my family. For example, while playing any outdoor sports, I prefer going out with friends. However, I enjoy watching movies and dining out with my family members. One of my dearest friends, whom I've known since school, sadly emigrated to New Zealand a few years ago, and my other friends live far away, so I'd have to say, my family. I don't make friends that easily as I'm quite an introvert, so I really value the friends I have. I love spending time and talking with both my family and friends. However, if I had to choose, I would prefer spending time with my family, as I am family-oriented. Useful vocabulary to describe these activities. Socialize, to interact with others for pleasure or recreation. Leisure time, free time when one is not working and can relax or enjoy hobbies. Hang out, an informal phrase for spending time with someone. Company, the people one spends time with, often used in the context of enjoying someone's company. Outing, a short trip or excursion, usually for entertainment. Quality time, time spent giving someone your full attention and enjoying each other's company. Bonding, the process of forming a close relationship with someone through shared experiences. Get together, an informal meeting or gathering with friends or family. Can you guess the words needed to fill in the blanks? You can pause the video and think about it for a moment. Here are some answers that might be similar to yours. I usually socialize with my friends on weekends because it's the best way to unwind during my leisure time. I love hanging out with my friends, but family outings hold a special place in my heart. Quality time with family is important to me, although I also enjoy the company of my friends at casual get-togethers. Here is the final question on this topic of family in Speaking Part 1. Where do you live at the moment? Some answers are: I currently live in a small apartment in the city center. It's a convenient location with easy access to public transportation and various amenities. I live with my husband, and we enjoy the vibrant atmosphere of the neighborhood. I live in a house in the suburbs, which is a peaceful and quiet area. It's a great place to raise a family, with several parks and schools nearby. I live with my parents and my younger sister, and we have a close-knit community in our neighborhood. I live in a rented flat in the downtown area. It's a bustling and lively neighborhood with many restaurants and shops. I live alone, and I enjoy the independence and freedom that comes with living in the city. Useful vocabulary to know is location, which is city, town, village, suburb. Type of housing, such as a house, apartment, flat, condominium. Descriptions of your living space can be spacious, cozy, modern, traditional, convenient, quiet, bustling, vibrant. Your amenities may be public transportation, parks, schools, shops, restaurants. Living arrangements can be live alone, live with family, live with roommates. Speaking about your future plans, you could say, plan to live there in the future, considering moving to a new place. Perhaps you can pause the video and think about your answer. You can practice by completing these sentences in the comments below. Some people wonder, what is the difference between prefer living in and prefer to live in? Here is a clarification. Prefer living in. This phrase suggests a general liking for something as an ongoing preference. It implies that you enjoy the state or experience of living in a certain type of place or climate generally. It's about the preference for the lifestyle or experience itself. Prefer to live in. This phrase can imply a more specific, sometimes future-oriented preference. It might be used when you're considering options or making decisions. For instance, you might say, I prefer to live in a warmer country when you are thinking about moving and are stating a specific preference for your next home.
Your determination to excel in IELTS will distinguish your communication skills in your professional career. If you found these insights helpful, let us know by commenting below. Like and subscribe for more tips and tricks to ace your IELTS test. How are you preparing for your IELTS test? Your comments below will be helpful to all test takers. For personalized help, visit verbling.com Teachers Marie.